was still a deficiency, because when Christ found them on the water, his response to them was, "Oh ye." Yeah, there was a faith deficiency. There was a faith deficiency, and I would assume that many of us, even on this boat, still have trouble with faith. We have trouble believing that the impossible can actually occur. You can see that the group gets a little smaller when God wants to give more faith. Come with me. The group gets a little bit more concentrated when there is a major lesson that is about to be offered. And see, the disciples didn't understand that when God called them, or when Jesus told them to become disciples, that same separation process had to be present when there was a lesson that was supposed to be specifically for them. So that when they were on the water, this was not an experience that everybody got to share. This was an experience that was particular to the few that were on the bus. And, oh, excuse me, we're not on the bus. We're on a boat, my God. But it was specific to the few. In other words, they had to leave one stable location that they knew very well and come to a location that they did not know very well. You'll get this in a minute. They had to leave what they understood as home and as comfortable and come out in the middle of nowhere just to grasp the lesson that God was trying to. They had to leave the place that they understood where to go and how to navigate, and come out in the middle of nowhere just so Jesus could meet them to teach them a lesson about faith. And so I would suggest that we're in the same situation today, that these few people who decided to journey, or so-called vacation, on this water, that Christ brought us here to teach us a lesson that not many people will get. So some of us ought to prepare ourselves, ought to create some space, ought to get rid of some attitudes, ought to get rid of some expectations, and say, God, if you're going to speak to me at any time, please speak to me now. I didn't set myself to the side. I've invested my money. I didn't put my job on hold. I didn't put my family on hold. I didn't even come out on water, and I don't like water. I didn't even get on a shaky boat, and I don't really like shaky boats. I came to a land, and I can understand nothing that they say. God, please give me a lesson, because I put it to the side. And can I have a message for you today, that when you really want something from God, you've got to be willing to sacrifice. You've got to spend a little bit more money. You've got to spend a little bit more time. You've got to say, job, wait up. I got something I need from the Lord. Family, hold on. I got something I need from the Lord. I wish there was somebody here who was anticipating from God that something was going to happen. You'll be shouting right about now, because there's some stuff that you couldn't get at home that you're going to get here. There's a word that you couldn't hear at home that you're going to get here. There's some stuff that you've been waiting on somebody to say, yeah. God have mercy. I'm almost done. There was a faith deficiency, and God brought them out to the middle of nowhere just to give them the lesson. There was nothing that they could hold on to. There was no one that they could call on. And all they had was a hope that Jesus could solve the issue. That's all they had. They had Jesus, surely you can do it. We saw you do all of this stuff for them, but now I need you to do something. I've watched you heal my brother and my sister and my auntie and my uncle. I've watched you rescue my church, but this time, oh God, it is me standing. I've watched you do all of that for everyone else. And sometimes disciples need ministry too. I wish somebody would say that. Sometimes the leaders need ministry too. Sometimes those who are always up front need a break too. And I'm just so glad that in the text today, Jesus thought enough about his disciples to give them an opportunity to shake their faith. Because it's oftentimes hard to shake your faith when you've got to represent for everybody else. You can't cry because everybody else is crying. You can't pray because you got to pray for everybody else. You can't take a break because the people can afford to have you on break. Is there anyone in the house that knows what I'm talking about? When everybody's depending on you to show up on time, and everybody's depending on you to have a word, and you to have a song, and you to have an encouraging word, and you to have your smile on your face. But the truth be told, sometimes in a space where I need you, oh God. So the truth be told, if we look at the text, it's an opportunity to get closer. And I just wish there was somebody here that was determined to lead closer to God than you got here. If you're determined, I need you to say yeah. Because Jesus came with the sole purpose of getting us closer. When he was born of the Virgin Mary, he said, I'm too far, I've got to get closer. When he was moving through his life and people were watching him act, he said, I'm too far, touch the hem of my garment, come closer. When he came to the Garden of Gethsemane and he separated himself, he said, oh my God, I'm about to leave, but I've got to do something that's going to enable them to get closer. So that when he carried the cross, he looked at us and he said, I've got to have you closer. I'm not doing this for me, I'm doing this for you. I'm carrying the burdens of the world, not so I can be far, but so that you can get close. I've been down here long enough showing you how to walk, showing you how to talk, showing you how to treat people, but this time you've got to get closer. I wish there was somebody here that knows what I'm talking about. When he stretched his arms wide, he looked at us and he said, I'm coming closer. When they put the nails in, he said, I'm coming closer. When they put the nails in his feet, he said, I'm coming closer. Even as he said his last breath, Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. For the last time, I'm coming closer. So the truth is, if you want to be closer, you've got to go through something. Is there anyone here that's ready to go through something that says, I've got to be closer? Wait a minute, you're already going through something. So by the time we get back to this land, I'm praying that God will touch somebody, that they'll be wanting to be closer. Is there someone here that wants to say, thank you, God, for dying so I can be closer? Thank you for being pierced so I can be closer. Thank you for shaking the temple so I can be closer. Thank you for ripping the veil so I can be closer. Is there anyone here that wants to say thank you for making me closer? Come on and bless the Lord. I'm done.